everybody? Oh, thanks for that woo. That feels real nice. It's been a hard day. I turn 47 next week. Yes. Woo! My lure for your applause, and it worked. I tell all my friends and family I'm having a very reasonable midlife crisis, and my joke about that is that I am not getting a new model of car nor a new model of wife. I like both the ones I have. Thank you very much. They fit in the garage. This thing happened to me a couple months ago that better articulates how a reasonable midlife crisis feels. And if you'll indulge me a little bit of a story, I'll share it with you. December 1st, I'm married, I have a wife and 3 kids. We have boxes of Christmas stuff, and we can only unpack them on December 1st, right? Not pre-Thanksgiving, not even post-Thanksgiving, December 1st. So yeah, you get me. I'm so wholesome. So we unpack the boxes, and in the boxes we have family pajamas that we've done over the years. Again, very wholesome, very cute. And one of the pajamas that we have is I have a full head-to-toe pajama set of Elf, like the movie Elf, like green pants and the whole thing. It has a yellow top. It looks ridiculous. But I wore it that night because it's kind of fun, right? And so I wore it that night. I woke up in the morning. I got up very, very early, and I take my dog for a walk around the neighborhood to allow that dog to poop in someone else's yard. That's my job as a dad. That's in the rule book. That's what you have to do when you're a dad. You take the dog for a walk to let it poop in someone else's yard. And I did that. I took it, and I had the AirPods in, and I took a quick walk, but I had forgotten in my speed out the door the poop bags. No poop bags. And they're in a neighborhood, there's no worse sin that you can commit than not picking up the poop after the dog has pooped. And so I looked around to pretend like no one was there. It's like 6 in the morning. I'm like, oops, sorry. No one saw. But I knew I'd double back to my house. I'd go very quickly. I'd leave the dog. I'd get more poop bags. I'd pick it up, because I'm a good neighbor. I'm a good boy. And I would go back and pick up the poop. Great. So I run back, and I go past our next door neighbor, which is Airbnb. An Airbnb that is constantly rented out by new people that bring dogs, that drives my dog crazy. I hate this Airbnb. It's the worst possible thing you could have next to you because it's just a constant flow of in and out. And I didn't mention this. I live in a very walkable neighborhood. I live pretty close next to the downtown Culver area here. There's lots of third wave coffee, right? It's delicious, $8 coffee. It all costs $8. Well, every now and then it goes up $1. It's like a cabal of coffee where they all raise the prices the same amount it's all $8 this year. 6 months is going to be $9. It's going up. It's very wholesome. And so I hate this Airbnb, and so I walk past it, I sneer at it, I drop the dog off. I'm very hot from the fast walk, so I take this little coat off. I get the one dog poop bag, I put it on my hand, and I am racing to get to that dog poop to come back. Because I have to make lunches and stuff to get my kids out the door. And so I am racing hard to get that dog poop with one green bag on my hand, and I have very long disheveled hair. It's longer than now. It's very gray. I'm 46 years old, almost 7. And I'm listening to a podcast about someone telling his life story, and it's making me think about my own parents and my own situation, and I'm tearing up just a little bit. I am tearing up, and then as I'm tearing up, the night's mucus from my sleep, because again, I'm old, starts to dislodge from the back of my throat, and it drops right into my mouth. And I think, you know what? I'm going to spit this. And so I'm going to spit it in the grass, because, again, I'm a good neighbor. I'm a good boy. And as I go to spit it, I do a huge and I spit it, but it catches the edge of my lip and diverts right onto the concrete right in front of me. And I look up, eyes welling with tears, to see the couple that's renting the Airbnb next to me right there, and it lands on his shoe. Now let's think about this from their point of view. They're a nice couple. They've chosen Los Angeles in a very walkable neighborhood. They walk up the street very early because they're in a romance mode. They get their coffee and whatever alternate milk they want. They're probably talking about the milk and how it's $8. And then they're walking back, hoping to have a nice quiet time by the fire of this Airbnb that they rented. When they see in the distance an old man with disheveled hair in an elf costume, running towards them with one bag on his hand, but no dog. And as he gets closer, honey, is he crying? I think he's crying. It's literally crying. And as they get close enough to maybe say something to this old man, he rears back and hawks a loogie on their shoe. And in that moment, I know two things. Number one, that is an anti-Airbnb commercial for Hilton Hotels. And that's what a very reasonable midlife crisis looks like. Thank you, guys.